Who are your comedy heroes and influences?
When I was growing up, I loved the Bilko Show.
For the life of me, Sergeant Bilko, I can't understand how he lost.
You know, lots of people go to the races, win a little, lose a little. Not us. We brought our own expert. Born and raised on a farm in Kentucky, knows all about horses. Joined the Army. Why? So he could pick a horse for us that came in absolutely last. Good boy.
He was doing what we were doing in a way, doing these guys who are saying and doing things that nobody else would say and do nasty things and being unlikable and, being deceptive.
I talked my platoon into putting up a bankroll, and I'll zing. Half of it is gone. How am I going to face that platoon?
Hiya, boy.
Don't lean on him, he's liable to collapse.
Not him, Sarge. He's a real thoroughbred. He's got courage.
Yeah, well, let him face the platoon.
But it's the same plot every week. He's trapped, he's in this, you know, it could be prison or whatever, it just happens to be the Army. It laid out the blueprint for sitcom, I think. I love Bilko.
And I loved Abbott and Costello.
Chuck, what? Do we have to sleep in this room? Why, you're not afraid, are you?
No.
But if you see a pair of pants flying through the air, don't grab them.
Why?
I'll be in them!
Right.
I loved Abbott and Costello, I did, but I always felt that I had Laurel and Hardy.
Well, here's another nice kettle of fish you pickled me in.
I think they were too sophisticated for me when I was a kid. There was something I didn't quite latch onto about them. I don't know why.
It's the relationship that I love. You know, I'm with this idiot. It's almost like I'd be okay if it wasn't for this fool. And it's the way they share that screen time that Stan's the idiot and he says stupid things. And Ollie can't believe he says those things.
Well, what's the matter?
Where's that clock?
What clock?
The clock you paid $290 for.
Why, that's ridiculous. Where would I get $290?
Where's that clock?
I don't know. He said he was going to keep it in the dark. And if I didn't keep my mouth shut, then nobody'd be any the wiser.
Oh!
Now, why didn't you keep your trap shut?
And I think there's a certain amount of that with you and Jeff. You take turns. Sometimes you're the Stan, where you say the wrong thing and it's out there. And sometimes you're the, why do you say that? What, you're an idiot.
Oh, my God! What are you... Here.
Oh, needed this.
Susie's here.
What? What is going on here? What are you doing here?
The amount of sleep that I've lost...
What
thinking
are
about
you
this...
doing here?
Listen, and I'll tell you. Sammy's shelf has been on my mind. I've always thought the shelf was loose.
And you brought Larry to help you with the shelf?
I know a lot about shelving. I put up all the shelves in my house. And
you put the shelves up in your... I find that
he
hard
knows
to believe,
a lot
Larry.
about shelving.
No, I put them all up. And
Mr.
I was just,
California
I was gonna,
Closets over
check
here
out
all of a sudden?
the shelves here.
Look, get the hell... Leave!
Jeff, in a way, has a tough role on my show because he's a confidant. Sometimes he's just there to be helpful to the story. You know?
It's such a useful character, though, isn't it? Because he knows everything. And,
I couldn't do the show without that character.
It's almost like setting you up. You know, it's sending you on your way. And
Now, Cheryl is so adept at doing that kind of thing.
Oh, by the way, did you tell Wanda she has a big ass?
I didn't tell Wanda she had a big ass. She'll always know exactly how to make a scene funnier.
Why? What's the big deal? What if I did say she has a big ass? So what? That's not so terrible. What's the matter with a big ass? I like big asses. There's no problem.
You like big asses?
I don't mind a big ass. I mean, no, that's not necessarily big.
This is interesting.
No, what?
You love big asses?
No, I don't love big asses.
How big do you like them?
I like them just the regular. I like them just like yours, okay?
Oh.
That's how I
because
like
mine is really big.
No,
I
it's
like
not
them big.
really big. It's not. It's good size.
You just said I love big asses and I like yours.
And completely gives herself over to it. No ego at all. Always knows where to take a scene to get it funnier.
All this stuff is unfolding now.
Nothing's unfolding.
Which is interesting. After years together, I'm just finding out.
What are you, crazy?
All
No,
these sexual
that's
things
so
about you
untrue.
that I have no
Don't.
idea.
No, I'm not the deviant.
I didn't say deviant.
Presumably, you get the ideas from real life. Their observations or things that you think may happen. And is it all for the comedy, or is there any part of it that's you getting something off your chest?
I'm not consciously trying to get things off my chest, I don't think. But things do occur where I go, this will be a good thing to do on my show, that had I said it at the time, I would have gotten something off my chest. Like this one scene that we did, the check came and Cheryl and I were out to dinner with another couple.
Come on,
Larry.
No,
Larry.
no splitting.
Please.
No splitting.
You picked up the last one. Thank you, Stu.
Anyway, thanks, Stu. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about me? You can thank me too?
And thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
Why do I have to thank you?
For dinner that my husband and I treated you to?
Oh, I thought he treated me to it.
Stu pulled out the credit card and put it down, yes.
Yeah. So I thanked him.
And he's using our money to pay for it. So you could thank us. We're taking you out to dinner.
Well, you can call it our money, but just for the sake of discussion, he's the one who goes to work and earns the money. You don't work.
So something like that came up in my life. You know, I thank the wife. I'm not a sociopath. I can't say that, you know. But I knew immediately that this is something I want to do on the show. So in that sense, yeah, it is a way to get things off my chest.
The trouble is that I have with watching Curb Your Enthusiasm is that I agree with everything Larry says. Outside that sort of mild male autism where it's probably better that he doesn't always say what he's thinking, I think he's right.
Well, that's why I like that Larry so much better than this Larry.
It'd be great to be like him, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be
freedom.
great? Yeah.
The freedom, not burdened by conscience.
Absolutely.
Not ringing people up and going, I'm so sorry. Just going, nah.
Yeah, he's happy, that guy.
Look what's going on with this kid.
Wow.
Honestly, it's huge.
It's a bigger penis than mine. He's got a bigger penis than me.
We all have the good thoughts and the bad thoughts. But, you know, nobody ever expresses the bad thoughts. We just think them and we don't say them.
Yeah.
But the bad thoughts are funny.
I saw your son at the pool.
Yeah.
Kid's got some penis on him. It's pretty good.
What are you saying?
Your son. His penis.
Wait, what are you saying that thing for?
Hey, it's a compliment. What's the big deal?
What's the compliment?
Well, how's it bad? How's it bad? He's got a nice big penis. So what?
Well, I'm not talking about your wife's tits. This is rude.
You can say my wife has nice tits as long as it's complimentary.
And when you come back and you say that, you know, I mentioned his kid's penis, she says,
Why would you do that, Larry?
and you say, and this sums up what I think a comedian's mind, you say,
I took a risk.
And that's what comedians do. Sometimes you think, well, mate, you know, it might go down well, it might not, but I just say it.
I mean, that's how we're all going through life, isn't it? Just not saying what we really want to say.
We're going through life compromising.
Exactly.
For the good of everyone.
Right.
Yeah. I suppose that's why people like yourself don't compromise in your art. That's where no one can get hurt. It's up to you. Art, you're allowed to be a complete fascist. There's no, what about me? It doesn't matter. I don't care about you. This is you do your own program. I'm in charge of this. Should be no compromise in art.
I think it's because there's I don't know about your case, but in my case, I'm such a liar in my life. Not
really.
Well, lying about or keeping things to myself.
I see what you
mean? Yeah, not really telling my true feelings. That I feel like I want to go completely the other way when I have the opportunity.
And that's why you create superheroes like Larry.
Well, I think if you're any good, you kind of have to have a compulsion to tell the truth.
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
Absolutely. Yeah. And without guilt.
Yeah.
This is guilt-free truth. Comedy.
Yeah.
I think.